Hi there, ProSource team. Welcome to the end of February. It's the 28th, it's Friday, and I'm doing a little video here to show you guys some of the features and very brief introduction. The reason we're doing this now is we thought it might be kind of easier to take all of our communication to Slack, which is our new internal communication platform from Glip, and do it on the first of the month. And conveniently, February ended over a weekend. So we'll be starting March on Monday. That way, if you need to go find something, if your gut tells you it was something that you were talking about someone with back in February, you can go check in Glip. That'll stay around for a little while so that those records are still there. Likewise, if it's something that's new, or at least any new communication, that all happens in RingCentral. So all the property channels for the existing properties we have under contract or we own should be up and running. All of the channels for the lead team should be up and running. And so I'm gonna just run over here real quick and show you guys a few things. There we go. Hopefully you're seeing my screen right now. So what I wanted to mention briefly is that in Glip, the shortcut @team will create a notification for everyone in that channel. In Slack, I did that just now in the all employees channel. In Slack, that's done by @channel. So just remember, @team has been replaced by @channel. You can also still @ in someone's name, and that will notify them directly. And there are a ton of shortcuts in Slack. I'll probably throw out a few little tutorial things as we keep going, but it's kind of fun. The other thing that I wanted to point out about Slack that I think is pretty handy is that in Glip, in order to be in a channel, you had to be invited by someone who was already in that channel. And so we spent a lot of time with, like Matt saying, "Hey, can you add me to this channel? Because now that we're going to flip this house, I need to be aware of it." Which is a good thing, but it took work. In Slack, unless you can make a channel private, but everything we've got here for the most part is public. And so if you think there's a channel that you need to contribute to, or for some reason you're not in, you can go up here to the search bar and you can search for that channel and you can find it and you can join it, which is pretty handy. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you that you're part of the club. The one other thing I'll mention is that so you've got master settings for yourself over here, and real quick, that's where you control notifications. You can actually snooze Slack, and you can tell it not to notify you actively, like after 6 p.m. and before 7 a.m. or something like that. So there's some neat control that you have, and you can decide what you want to do with. But within each channel, you also have some options. You can mute a channel. I'm in the all employees channel, so I can mute that. You're still a part of it in that scenario, but you don't get notifications or that sort of thing. And all employees is kind of the master list. The other thing that I'll show you, we'll go back over here to Alpine where we were just now, is that in these individual channels, you can actually leave a channel. So the property channel, that's I shortened property to prop to make it faster. In prop channels, as a for instance, you can leave. So I'm gonna, like, say we buy a house and we're gonna flip it. Christy and Christina have finished doing what they do from a transaction standpoint. They've done a great job. We got it across the finish line. We own the house, and now Wilson's gonna be working on it up in Knoxville. Christy and Christina, if you wanted to, you can actually leave the channel, and then you're not kind of being pestered and bombarded by, like, what color paint are we going to do? What do we do about the fact that it's about to blow over in a windstorm or something like that? So you've got kind of a lot more control and flexibility, and I haven't even touched on some of the other stuff that we can integrate that I think is kind of cool. So that is Slack. We'll be going to that on Monday in March. And so today, just make sure, I think everyone's in, just make sure you can sign in and make sure you can see stuff. And if you got any questions, sound off in Slack, and I'll see y'all here Monday. Thanks.